Wow. Wow. You're really good at this speed dating thing. That was like what? 2 minutes this time? That's gotta be a record, right? What? You told me you were going to be here, and I had to make sure you really were coming, not just saying stuff to get me off your back. Well, I had to see it for myself. You made it sound like the others went spectacularly badly, but this, oh, darling, this is a whole other level of bad. What'd they do? Chat up the server or something? Not as bad as the one with your ex. No, that was something else. Even I thought that was tasteless. Unfortunately, that's just life of a hero. You know? Too many prospects, not enough heroes to go around. So, let's see. That's what now? 8 no-goes? Out of what? Probably 8. I don't know how many crushes you've had. Well, that's just too bad, huh? Struck out one too many times. But that's to be expected when you're dealing with people who have shit taste. So, how are things looking for us? That must be a very tempting option with no one else around, huh? Look, the universe has got to be telling you something if you're getting turned down by that many heroes. I'm pretty sure that's proof you're meant to be with a villain. You did always strike me as that type. Hey. I'm positive we were meant to be together. We would make an objectively good couple. What makes me think that? Well, we like a lot of the same things, including foods, so no one's ever going to complain about where we go on dates. Our schedules align pretty nicely, so there's always going to be time for each other. I can walk to your place, meaning we don't have to take 2 cars outside of work. All that gas money you save can go towards that new PC you want. Just saying. And it doesn't seem like you hate me or anything. You still talk to me even if you're not too happy about the stuff I do. And being able to live with each other's flaws is like the biggest relationship goal there is. Yeah? Come on. Nothing I've done could have possibly been that bad. Was it the convenience store incident? I told you, it's not my fault those idiots decided to hang out there, and I made sure not to hit any of the fuel pumps. No fire outbreaks that time. Plus, I told you I'd drive a couple towns over next time you wanted that specific chocolate at 3 a.m. But you said no, so I will 100% contest that. Then what? Okay, technically speaking, that was collateral damage. And we got that fixed up in no time. If anything, I think they were grateful that they had an excuse to have their insurance cover the cost of renovations. You know, if you really think about it, I'm doing people more favors than those so-called heroes are. Hey, I will absolutely justify anything if I can. And it's a really easy way to piss those guys off. See, that's the great thing about us. I'm super transparent about it with you. That's gotta get some bonus points right there. Right? Oh. If you want me to be more sinister and manipulative, I can bring out the bad boy energy. You'll love it. Liking bad boys is like the quintessential part of every loving experience. You can't be serious. Then, once they reach adulthood, they think they're going to grow out of it. But they don't. So, don't lie to yourself. Take this opportunity to live out your wildest dreams, because it's not going anywhere. Oh, really? I don't quite recall there being any other villains in your life. Unless it's 0. It's no 0, right? Because fudge, the backstabber for purposefully screwing our last mission, all because he couldn't get 2 holidays off in a row. God, I hope he gets demoted. Maybe to like an on-call position or something. So he can stop finding time to hit on you. It's different for me because I at least do my job right. 0 hits on anything with a pulse. However, you are my one and only. Point is, you're in a relationship. Heroes are not working out for you, and I'm available. You're not settling if you end up with me. I am way more interesting and reliable than any of the crushes you've had. You know what they say? A hero will give you up for the world. But a villain will give up the world for you. So I'd be careful about trying my luck with any hero going forward, if I were you. Look, it's an exaggeration, alright? I'm not getting rid of all the essentials. We need a functioning society, regardless of who runs it in the end. I would absolutely be down to have my say in how the world should be run. But in the short term, I'll make other sacrifices for you. I did say I would go to the next town over to get those chocolates you wanted. I'll even go so far as to find their headquarters and convince them to make a couple more contracts with local businesses, so you can get your sweets whenever you want. If not, I can always bring out the big guns. Threats of violence can get you many places, I assure you, especially when you've got a reputation. Let's turn that thinking around. With my reputation, no one will ever bother you again, not even the heroes, unless they want to be awkwardly reminded about the whole failed date thing. Trust me, I know a few people who would rather have their enemy beat them senseless than have to deal with an ex. Old casual dates scare them off too. Don't knock the power of awkward reunions. It's basically its own kind of hostage situation with how much you really want to get out of there. Oh, I've heard lots of stories. Too many for it to just be anecdotal. Hey, that's not true. I'm not keeping you from going anywhere. I mean, you've always been free to walk away from me at any point. Hey, wait, hold up. At least let me finish what I've got to say. Is it really not worth giving me a chance? Have I ever done anything to warrant all those rejections? Aside from maybe inconveniencing you. The offer's still up to make up for that, by the way. If it was all about the destruction, then what's the excuse for liking heroes? None of that stuff happens without at least 2 sides involved. What is there to not trust? At least I own up to the stuff I do, and am transparent before I do it. I doubt your last date was upfront about wanting to flirt with other people. See, I'll be perfectly honest with you right now. I enjoy putting people down when I think they deserve it, and your date deserves it. But you don't deserve having your time wasted like that. If stuff like that's gonna keep happening with all the heroes, you really need to start considering looking elsewhere. Of course, I mean, me. Who else? Even if you find that nice hero, you're gonna have to start all over again. In the time it takes for them to start loving you, I'll have loved you for even longer. It's been a lot longer than that. It took me a while to try and find a good opportunity to ask you out, but there never really was. Yeah, because it never felt like you were particularly interested in me. I just thought I might shoot my shot, even if it didn't work out. Oh, let's just say I have a lot of shots. Like infinite ammo. Hey, I'm no hero for a reason, you know? Just give me one chance to woo you. That's all I need. You've given me a lot of times to prepare myself for what not to do for dates. Oh, maybe the heroes are good for something. I guess you'll just have to see how much I've learned from them then now, won't you? None of them got up close and personal with you, did they? You are something special to look at, you know. Maybe if all those crushes looked you in the eyes for once, they'd see how gorgeous you are. But maybe not. Bad taste, remember? No. It hurts. It hurts to get turned down like that, especially that many times. Knowing they'd go for someone else makes the pain all the worse. Yeah, it hurt me just as bad. But that's not your fault. You had your own interests. And besides, I'm getting my chance now, aren't I? So it's worth the wait. First things first, you've got to tell me where you want to go for our preliminary date. Your choice. Price don't matter. We've got to make up for how that piece of shit hero treated you today. Well, I've got to make sure you're in the best of moods, so I can focus on being the best date I can be. I'm here to impress. I said I learned what not to do from the others, didn't I? What I plan to do is all on me. Those heroes were bad in their own way, but I'll show